Okay, so let me use this time right now to explain an idea that I had last night before I ended the stream, and it's kind of something that just popped into my head that I thought about when it comes to both Classic Era and also official hardcore servers. I made a video about this today, talking about how quick the president of Blizzard actually mentioned hardcore game modes for Classic, and this means that it's on their radar, right? And I want to get some ideas out there for hardcore, and this is something that popped into my head because when you're playing hardcore, if you played hardcore before, if you lose a character and let's say you die at level 40 plus, you have spent a significant amount of time playing on that character, right? So you have an attachment to your character, and also the hardcore admins, they have to deal with so many death appeals because people, once again, they have this attachment to the character that people are trying to fake death appeals, that way they can keep playing in hardcore. And I kind of think it just shows that because of the attachment you have to your character, actually having to delete your character is it's quite harsh, right? Even though it is what hardcore is about. So today I want to present a opportunity or a different type of thing. It's just an idea so far. It's just something I want to present to you guys, hear your opinion. If you're watching me live on Twitch right now, feel free to let me know in the chat, and if you're watching this as a video, feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. Basically, the idea that I had is based on creating a symbiotic relationship between Classic Era and hardcore servers, because another point I've seen is that when hardcore servers come out, Classic Era servers are going to die, and I'm just saying they probably are going to take a massive hit, but they will stay there. Like, the beautiful thing about Classic Era is that they will provide you with a Classic WoW server, fully progressed, that you can come back to and enjoy vanilla at pretty much any time. So if you ever get that vanilla nostalgia, you can always come back to Classic Era. But here's the thing. If you lose a character in Classic Hardcore and that character is 40 plus, you might not want to start all over again. So let me bring up my trusty notepad, and so far we only have a couple of keywords here to go by, but I'm going to show you everything and my thought process while we're doing this. So here we go. I'm thinking this should take it up so it looks somewhat okay. Ignore all of the other things happening in the background all the way down there, but like at the bar, I guess. Ignore all of that, but we have the idea. Classic hardcore servers is obviously death equals delete or death equals ghost. Now this main idea is based on when you die in hardcore, you don't actually have to delete your character. It is going to be a perma ghost, so you will not have the ability to resurrect. It is going to stay there as a ghost character. Now the reason for this is twofold. You can keep that ghost character on that hardcore server. That way you can log into your ghost character. It's still going to be a ghost, but you can reminisce about all the things you did before you died. You have your achievements tab. You can basically log in and be like, yeah, I did this. I got this character to 44. This is what I had. This was my weapon. This was my gear. This was everything I did on the character. That way it's not like your progress is automatically completely deleted. It's just gonna stay there as a ghost on the server. Now the main idea for hardcore servers in this video that I want to present is that ghost characters could potentially be moved to Classic Era servers. That way you will have like this connection to your character right when you play them, and let's say you've put in 100 to 200 hours on a hardcore character and you die right before hitting level 60, it's gonna feel absolutely terrible. But what if you had an option to continue to play your character that didn't break the idea of hardcore servers? I think this one right here, having these characters be permanent ghost or ghost on the hardcore servers, but giving you the option to then transfer those ghost characters to Classic Era servers. That way you can continue your gameplay. I think that could provide a avenue for more players to be able to try out hardcore. The thing about hardcore is that it's not for everyone, right? When you have the aspect of having to actually delete your character, it is just basically actually not going to be for everyone. But when you have the ability to continue playing your character, it gives you this it gives you the opportunity of trying out hardcore, seeing if it's for you. and it also gives you the ability to continue playing your character afterwards, but not on the hardcore servers. You would have to actually transfer back to Classic Era and play on Classic Era. This way, hardcore will be popping off, but also it creates a symbiotic relationship between both Classic Era servers and also Classic Hardcore servers that I personally think could be absolutely incredible. I'm not sure if this is something I personally want to see, because I will be playing hardcore no matter what happens, but I think it's a cool idea to be talking about. So once again, please let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. It is just an idea to make hardcore a little bit more softcore, and it's also something that it's kind of like an idea that is based on the comment section on a lot of my hardcore videos recently, where people are coming up with additional rules that they would like to see, because once again, hardcore is not for everyone. So a couple other ideas that I've seen is, for example, if you can be able to resurrected by other players in a certain timeline, making it more like Diablo, I guess, or Dark Souls or something, or if you die, you lose all of your items, and if you walk back to your corpse and pick up those items in a certain time span, you once again get to keep your characters. Basically, the main thing here is that people want to have a way or an option to keep playing the character, and I think this one right here could captivate that essence without breaking the hardcore servers. That way the hardcore servers still stay death equals delete or death equals ghost, but you can still transfer your character to Classic Era and continue your gameplay, get to level 60, and then you can have a level 60 on the Classic Era servers. You would not have this thing hanging over you of having to permanently delete a character that you have spent tens, if not even hundreds of hours actually playing, which does feel kind of bad, right? Even now on Classic Era, in the Classic Hardcore community, when people die at level 60, they choose to just don't do the hardcore challenge anymore, and they're just going to play regular level 60 gameplay. So I feel like a lot of people, they will have this connection to their character they don't want to delete, and having this option right here could be really helpful. Either way, it's just an idea. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Oh yeah, currently we have to pay to move realms. I highly doubt they want to do that. I would rather it allows you to reset the character from the character selection once you die. This keeps your name and looks if you want that. True. The thing is though, I think this one right here should be a free service, so you should be able to transfer your character from hardcore to Classic Era for free. Basically the same, they have the tech, right? This is exactly what they did when we went from Classic WoW to TBC. You could either go from Classic Era to TBC, or you could stay in Classic Era, or you could pay for a copy. In this case, they could do the exact same thing here. You could either like stay, it could be a free thing, or you could copy and pay for it, maybe. The thing is, for Blizzard to implement something like this, it has to be some monetary gain, but I do think this would be like that one avenue of monetary gain. Have it be like death equals a ghost, but if you pay $10, you can now play that character on Classic Era instead. It's probably something a lot of people could go for, and if Blizzard sees that they can make money off this, it's more likely it's going to happen, and it's going to be more sustainable for them as a business long term. At least that's how I'm thinking right here. It could help the community itself, could help the servers, could help Blizzard as well in the monetary aspect of things. And overall, it's just going to make hardcore itself be more appealing to more people, because hardcore is quite hardcore, and as I just mentioned, not everyone wants to delete their character afterwards. They want to play more of a softcore hardcore. So either way, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. That's pretty much what I have for you today though. Thank you for watching, as always, and I'll see you again in the next video.